Hi everyone, it's Nayelli Cardenas from ALIGN Bodywork and Yoga, and today I'm going to go over 4 poses that you're going to hold each pose around 3 to 5 minutes, and these poses are specifically meant to calm down your nervous system, help deepen your breath, and help you put you in a state of relaxation in case you're having insomnia, in case you're having anxiety or experiencing any of those feelings of agitation. These poses are meant to help calm that down. So let me go over what you're going to need first. Ideally, you're going to have a spot at the wall. And again, if you don't have any of these things, please don't worry about it. We can always find a way around, okay? All right, so you're gonna have a spot someplace, either a wall or someplace that you can put your feet up, your legs up. So you're also going to need a chair, and you're going to need a couple blankets and or beach towels are great. If you don't have a bolster, because we're going to need a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, it's super easy to make a bolster with a pillow. Maybe you can just stack a couple pillows on top of each other. Then you can grab a towel or a blanket and wrap them, and boom, you got yourself a bolster. All right, so now that we got our props, let's get ourselves started. Go ahead and get your stuff, and I'll meet you back right here. Okay, for your next pose, it is going to be legs on a chair for deep belly breathing. So you want to have your chair on a balanced surface, either your chair or you can use your couch, anywhere that you're able to rest your lower leg. You want to have a pillow or a blanket, but you don't want it to be so thick or so high that it closes your throat. Okay, you want the neck to still be long. All right, so you're going to lie down in front of your prop, and that's what's going to support your lower legs. So swing those legs over and get yourself positioned in a way where your knees, the back of your knees, are as close to the surface of whatever's supporting you. Then you can go ahead and rest your arms on either side of your chest, helping lift your chest. Now, with your legs supported, it's very easy for your abdomen, your lower abdomen to be relaxed. Once you have your arms stretched out, I invite you to put your hands on top of your abdomen, on top of your belly, and the breath is in through your nose and out through the nose. Now, when you breathe in, you want to be breathing in all the way into your lower abdomen in order for you to feel your abdomen expand. Then you exhale and you feel your abdomen relax. Now, a word of caution is your spine, your low back, you want it to be soft. Oftentimes, we press the back into the floor, and that's stressing our core, our abdomen, our diaphragm, our lungs. I can feel it already closing my throat. So let your back go. Let yourself be loose, relax on your low back, but don't flare your ribs. Don't let your spine lift up. Don't lift your spine up off the floor. That's a different thing. You don't want to be doing that. You just want to feel that nice, easy curvature of the low back. So your low back is resting, and we go back to the deep belly breathing in through your nose, exhaling out through your nose, keeping your mouth closed, your lips closed. And if you can, begin to count your breaths. from as low as 4 counts to possibly 6 counts, and staying in that belly breathing for at least 5 minutes. That's the first pose of your relaxation ritual for going to sleep at night. All right, hang on and we'll set up for the next pose. All right, our second pose of the sequence is going to be legs up the wall. Okay, so you just finished doing your belly breathing. Yay, that felt really good. Go back to your wall. Go back to your space at the wall and have your support for your neck handy. And you're going to find a way in which you can swing the legs up and support them on the wall. Now, your hips don't necessarily have to be very close to the wall. Give grace to the hamstrings. If the hamstrings are tight and your legs need to be slightly bent, do that. Don't even worry about it. It's more about the legs going up in order for us to change that blood pressure. Okay? All right. So I'm going to scoop myself as close to the wall. Notice how I lay down on my side. And I'm going to swing my legs up. Look, I'm not that close to the wall. There's a good space between my hips and the wall. Okay? But let's say you want to be closer. Just start over. Get yourself a little closer. And boom. You're right where you want to be. Okay? Align yourself. Line yourself up to be as perpendicular to the wall as you can be. Your legs, your feet are slightly apart. Your shoulder blades are underneath you. Closing your eyes. And if you have your blanket handy, give yourself a little pillow. You could even make yourself a little roll for your neck. But keep the neck long. Do not close the chin to the chest. Now you're going to hang out here for about 5 minutes. So make sure you get nice and comfortable. All right. Close your eyes. Listen to the music that you've set yourself up with. And see, I'm already relaxing. After 5 minutes, in order to come out of this pose, you're going to bend your knees and then you're going to roll onto your side very carefully. Then using your arms, your elbow, you're going to press yourself up to seated. And you can use the wall. You can use maybe if it's a couch that you rested your legs on. And you can just stay upright and move very slowly. The goal of these poses is to slow down your breath, lower your blood pressure, lower your heart rate, start grounding in order for you to rest. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready for your next pose, which is going to be a forward fold, a supported forward fold. So we're actually just going to go straight into it from here, okay? So notice how I'm going to use one of my blankets as a support for my hips. Now, if you are going to be maybe using your couch, maybe using your coffee table for this, if you're using a sharp surface, put something soft on it so that you rest, okay? If the surface is too low for you, you can make it a little higher by adding a little pillow, okay? Now, we want to be seated if it's difficult for us to be upright. If your back rounds, there's ways for us to fix that, but I have to see you in person. And otherwise, we're just going to go straight into our foldable, forward supported pose. Okay, so when I go into it, notice how I have my legs stretched out. I don't have a full split thing going, not that I can do a full split, but anyways. So I'm narrower, but I'm wider than the chair. And that's why we need a chair. I'm not sure if you're able to do this with a couch, maybe your coffee table. All right. And when I lean forward in a way that I extend my back versus crunching down my back. Okay. If you have any questions about that, send me a message and I'll help you. Okay. So I have my setup. I'm going to extend forward, leading with my heart. And that's when I figure out where my forehead will rest. Once I find the space where my forehead is resting, my upper body is able to rest, then I can just let my arms hang and go back to that belly breathing. Now, if this is too much for your legs to be stretched out straight, you can go into an easy cross-legged position. Okay, easy cross-legged, and do that same forward extension with your legs in that easy cross-legged. All right. Okay. What we're working on here is surrendering, relaxing, connecting to the belly breath again, in through your nose, out through your nose. And to come out of this pose, you're going to use the strength of your arms to press onto the surface that your head is resting on. Push away, bring the legs in, and getting ready for your final pose. Your final pose, you're going to be resting flat on the ground. It's Shavasana, it's final resting pose, and we're going to be doing it supported. So let's say we're next to the couch or we get rid of our support. We're going to take our handy dandy pillow again. All right, our support. We're going to take our bolster, and that's going to be for our shins, our knees. So it's going to support our legs. Depending on how tight your legs are, maybe you want to do a little higher support. And for your pillow, I invite you to do the tiniest little roll. Did you see that little tiny roll that I did? And that's going to be supporting just my cervical spine. It's not closing my throat. It is lengthening my neck. It's supporting my skull. All right. So how I would go into this pose would be to lie down, swing my legs over, and have them rest onto my pillow. Take my blanket, make a little roll, just enough to support my cervical spine. Take my shoulder blades underneath me, close my eyes. Now I want my arms to be growing out from my trunk, but I don't want them so high that they close my neck. So my hands are below my shoulder height. And you stay and rest for 5 minutes or longer. Back to that belly breath. So you're welcome to rest your hands on your abdomen. Your mouth is always closed. And you're going to aim for a 6-count breath where you're inhaling for 6, exhaling for 6. We're going to start with that very easy, gentle grounding breath. There's many ways of working the breath, but that's what we're going to start with. And those are your 4 poses for insomnia, for treating yourself with a nice ritual to end the day and literally slide into a restful evening. I invite you to dim the lights. Obviously, after you do a session like this, no social media, no stimulating of the nerves again, stimulating of the brain anymore. So those are my suggestions, my recommendations for a restful evening and a ritual to aid yourself in calming down and helping you go to sleep. Thank you so much. I hope you found this helpful. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me at ALIGN Bodywork and Yoga.com. We're located in Costa Mesa, and I do offer one-on-one sessions. All right. Thank you. I look forward to helping you more with these short little videos. Thanks for watching. See you at the next video, and make sure you subscribe.